Welcome back, everyone, to Global War 1914, Operation Albatross. This is the fall-winter 1915 for the Ottoman Empire. So let's get right to it. A number of things to do this turn, despite the fact that it's the fall-winter. We're going to spend $10, purchase 2 artillery, and $9 for 3 infantry. Also got to account for convoy rating on that line there in the Black Sea. That's worth $1. And then we're going to spend our final dollar on diplomacy and try to bring down Denmark to stage 2, currently at stage 3, in favor of France. All right, for technology, I think we're going to go for improved logistics. Currently at stage 3, see if we can't finish that off. All right. So logistics, need a 7 or higher. And we get it with a 9. All right. So that increases our strategic naval movement by 1, which I think is only 1. It might be 2. Let me see. It's only 1. So our strategic naval movement is now 2, and then our rail movement is up to 2 now as well. Okay, diplomacy. For Denmark, we need a 2 or less. Oh, it's a 1. Nice. So France will move back down to Denmark will move back to stage 2 in favor of France. Okay, man, good start to the turn. Let's hope we do as well with combat as well as we did there. Okay, we do have several combat moves. I'll start down here in East Africa. We're going to take a camel and attack into Italian Somaliland. We're going to do an attrition attack from Palestine into Eastern Egypt. 2 attrition attacks from Northern Iraq into Southern Iraq. We're going to launch an attack into North Persia with an Ottoman guard, a cavalry, and we'll go with like 2 infantry. And let's see, what else? Finally, we have an all-out attack from Albania and Macedonia into Thessaly with, it's going to be a total of 4 infantry and an artillery. Okay, let's do the attrition attacks first, get those out of the way. All right, so here's the one from Palestine into Eastern Egypt. Need a 1. No luck there. Here's the 2 artillery that we have into Iraq. No luck there. All right, let's do the attack into North Persia. He has a militia, so he's going to be at a 2. We have 2 infantry at a 1. Ooh, big time misses. We have a cavalry at a 2. Because we're attacking into the mountains, that's a miss. And then our Ottoman guard doesn't get impacted by the mountains, and he's going to be at a 3. And no hit there. And he's got a militia at a 2. Ooh, he almost got a hit, but thankfully that's a miss. And then we'll just stay where we're at. No harm, no foul there. And then in Thessaly, we have an artillery first strike at a 3. That's a miss. And we have 3 infantry at a 1. Hey, nice, there's a hit. All right, and then we do have an infantry that's paired with an artillery at a 2. Oops. Oh, just barely a miss. All right, he's got 2 infantry at a 4. And he gets a hit as well. All right, so we don't take Thessaly, but we do whittle him down to 1 infantry left, and we will take an infantry as a casualty ourselves. Okay, so we have 2 infantry and artillery left in Albania, 1 infantry in Macedonia. He has 1 infantry left in Thessaly. Now we can move on. Oh, wait. Italian Somaliland. We have a camel at a 3. He has an infantry at a 4. Well, that would be a hit regardless, 1, 2, or 3, so our camel dies. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's come back to the board here and sort out our non-combat moves. We have a couple of rail moves. Our first one is going to be to take an infantry from Thrace, and because Bulgaria has gone over to Austria-Hungary, we can utilize the railroad and rail an infantry from Thrace to Macedonia. We're also going to rail this artillery in Constantinople, and let's place him down into Palestine. Likewise, an infantry in Syria will come down 1 into Palestine, and that will form a trench line. Because we do have defense in depth. Let's see. Of course, most of these units from Eastern Anatolia can't move because they conducted combat, but 1 infantry can move. We only sent in 2, so 1 infantry will move down 1 into northern Iraq. One infantry in Anatolia will come over to Eastern Anatolia. 1 infantry will come down from Anatolia into Syria. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back. I'm going to send both infantry down into Syria. All right. And then we have 3 infantry that will come over into, well, 2 infantry will come over to Anatolia, 1 will go into Thrace. How about we do that? All right. Now let's place some units. 2 artillery go into Constantinople, along with, let's see, 2 infantry. And then our final infantry will go into Eastern Anatolia. All right. So we spent everything we had in the bank. Our base income is at 10. And let's roll for our wartime economy bonus. And that's a 6. Very, very average. All right, so we will collect 16. I don't think we collect any bonuses. We don't get anything from trade, and we don't have southern Iraq, so we don't get a bonus of 2 for having a rail connection to Berlin. So we're gonna have to focus on trying to take that back so we get that bonus. And I think it's also a strategic objective too. At the very least, it'll take 1 away from the British. So we will collect 16 and have 16 for next turn. And that will be it for the Ottomans. Next up will be Russia. As always, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye for now.